fade away, and Team Liquid, as it looks like we're just going to go ahead and jump right on into game number 1. This is a best of 5 to start the day. First 2 rounds, best of 5. The semis and the finals will be best of 7s as well. So hopefully we can bring you all those series today as we watch Team BDS in the blue up against Singularity in the orange.
I'm truly excited. Something that I did comment on before we started is I haven't had a chance to cast these players on a personal level. And of course, Monkey Moon, Mark by 8, and Extra, all players that I had a chance to see in the Rival Series all those seasons ago. So I'm very excited to see them sitting on the top here. And we don't have much action yet, but the first 30 seconds doesn't really tell that much, do they, Hunt?
No, certainly not. Especially in a region that's as slow paced. I wouldn't say slow paced, but as methodical, I should say, as Europe. They love to play these back and forth kind of starts, and no change in pace here as Marked by 8. Quick shot towards the near post will be saved away. As this Singularity roster, certainly different than we've seen in the past for this new split. Scrubkilla, certainly a big name to join the roster as of recent. He's joined alongside by Breezy and Hibbs as they look to make their mark here against BDS. But to start things off, we have no score. Bit of a back and forth affair. Nobody really in control of possession throughout. And one of the things that we saw yesterday too, Squid, and for anybody who didn't get a chance to watch BDS play in their groups, they kind of grow into these series as we go along, as Extra wanted to look for a pass out in front, and that can be due to maybe feeling out their opponents, not quite sure how they want to react to the play style. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see them have a couple of slow starts today, but build into the series as we go along.
And I mean, in all honesty, that's just the mark of a very intelligent team, and I think that might be what sets them apart from a lot of the other European rosters, is their ability to adapt to any style of gameplay. I've been a huge proponent that Rogue had that kind of strength before they swapped out Kronovi on that roster, so I'd not be surprised to see that slow start. They might have a contingent plan coming into it, and Monkey Moon might have a shot on the net here, but Hibbs will easily save it away.
Well, we've played just about the first half of game 1, still no score. BDS on the attack right now. Scrubkilla, patient play out of his own zone, though. Extra going to take it away. Hibbs with a touch. This is going to open up some space out to Monkey Moon, and BDS first on the board.
Absolutely wonderful passing play right here. Extra forcing that ball up high and then recurring the rotation. Scrub not expecting it. Some great placement. It's just the icing on top of the cake there for Monkey Moon. Had that defender in the net, very actionable on that play, but they had that thread from the very beginning. He knew exactly where he was going to place that ball. Great way to take the lead.
Oh, good move by Extra. He's got Scrub to beat. Couldn't quite get it by. Had some help by Monkey Moon, but Scrub stands strong on the goal line. Keeps it a 1-0 game. As here Extra out of the corner. Now Hibbs will collect. Blocked away by Mark by 8. It'll fall down to Breezy to play on. And we still sit 1-0. 2 minutes to go in this, the first of potentially 5 between these two teams. Again, single elimination bracket, so not a whole lot of room for error on the day if you want to make it a day in this, the second of the first week of this grid. As now Monkey Moon, a couple of nice touches. He's over Hibbs. It'll fall down to Breezy. Has Mark in his face, but gives the ball away. The shot just not on target by Extra.
But again, very intelligent play by BDS. You can see a lot of forced challenges coming out here for the Singularity side. And that's actually something I was going to denote, is the fact that right now our players are being very wise with how they play the ball. At no point are they having a very little impact. Even here, Monkey Moon forces that shot up high and provides an opportunity for Extra to guide it away. It looked like the most dangerous look on the net that Singularity have had so far this game. We're still able to get it away, although they're on the attack still with Scrubkilla bringing up the side wall.
This Scrub, always a dangerous player when he finds a little bit of space. But good defense so far from BDS. Going to deny some of those solo efforts. We still play with a minute just about left to go here, and a goal in the lead as Mark by 8 going to get bumped off the ball. Good patience here from Extra. He's by 2 defenders. The dunk on Scrub, but nobody there to follow it up, but a ton of time going to be taken off this clock. This is a quick transition. Monkey Moon's got to be careful with this one as he's back to the midfield, but time is of the essence right here, Squid, and BDS doing a great job of seeing it tick by.
Once again, it's all about those individual strengths. I called it out once before, but it really feels like they're starting to generate a lot more space than you would normally expect out of a top-level team. Great dunk there by Mark by 8, and that precisely exemplifies what I'm talking about there. Not only are the individual players making these amazing plays, Extra right here, again, just exhibit B in that instance, but they're providing these passing plays to each other, getting that ball to other players on the blue side. It has just been burning time off the clock all day long. They would have gotten a free goal there if not for the timer, and we've got game one.
Game one in the book, so another 1-0 game. We saw a lot of these types of games last week, or I'm sorry, not last week, yesterday, I should say, in those group stages. So certainly at home, feeling comfortable right now. Our team BDS, we'll see what the plan of attack is heading into game number 2. But looking at the stats there, Squid, and I mentioned this yesterday, I love this little screen.
Yeah.
With all of the stats and everything there. The shot totals are what jumps out to me. BDS had a lot of pressure. Granted, they didn't get a ton of great scoring opportunities, but they turned that pressure into shots. And you can't really say the same for Singularity.
Yeah, again, I kind of mentioned it a little bit there while we were playing out game 1, but it felt like there was just so much more space on the field for BDS. There was a lot more freedom there for them. So they say, and Breezy connects with Scrub Kill. That would have been a nice one, too. Fortunately for our boys in blue, that does go out to the side. Quick start there for Singularity. But I'll go back to my point in saying that BDS are generating a lot of space. That was a fairly good opportunity there. Mark by 8 playing a little bit safe on that ball. And again, that even loops back around to the pressure that each of the individual players has.
A little bit of a double commit keeps Singularity in the zone. Scrub, it's a bit up high. Good play from Extra. He's going to try to chase this one down. Can't find the dunk on Hibbs. Mark by 8 off the back wall, able to keep it clear, but this is some good pressure here from Singularity. Probably the best we've seen so far in this series, at least from the orange side. As Breezy wanted to make a play. Mark by 8 in transition. Will play it into the zone, and now a bit of respite for Team BDS as they going to load up and try to look for some offense themselves. Here's Mark by 8 up top, can't quite squeeze it in. Extra's going to keep it moving. Monkey Moon, little bit of an awkward challenge on that ball. I don't think he wanted to play it straight up, but it does stay in the zone, at least for the moment, as Extra plays it in. 3:45 to go. He's around Breezy. This is going to be Scrub trying to play off the back wall. Monkey Moon's still there, back out in front. Mark by 8 scores, bar down. It's 1-0.
And I'm honestly surprised this one goes in, and that's not to say it was a weak play, but Scrub Killer was right there on the crossbar. Maybe some shenanigans with falling off there. I believe he made solid contact. I'm not sure. Hunted maybe got a different angle on that one.
I don't think it went bar down. I think it went scrub down there, Squid.
Yeah, I think he got some sort of weird contact on the bicycle hit. Huh,
I think you hit the nail on the head. I think he fell off the crossbar and unfortunately backflipped a little bit as he's gonna look for a follow-up chance here. Couldn't quite squeeze that one by Mark by 8. It's Monkey Moon on the clear. And one of the big things that we saw out of this team yesterday, BDS I mean, is their defense was very, very solid. It seemed like it was unbelievably difficult for teams to generate scoring chances against them, as here's Extra trying to put another one home. Monkey Moon on the block. Good play to keep things moving here for Singularity, but when you're going up against a defense that has been so well rotated on the backside, they keep everything away from their back wall. You're not going to have these double touch opportunities. It can be difficult. It can be frustrating when you're on the offensive side and it always seems like there's an enemy car in the passing lanes.
Absolutely, and I think that's a commonality that we're seeing here already today, Hunted, because I've seen very few opportunities that have scared me, and that's going to be the first one, though. Hibbs with a wonderful 50-50 in the air, and that'll give him a goal back.
Yeah, I think Monkey Moon probably, yeah, it's just the decision to go up for that ball. Mark by 8 was in a bit better of a spot, but I don't think the comms came out there. And unfortunately, Monkey Moon loses that challenge in probably the worst way you could. It ends up pinching into the back of his goal, and it will be a 1-1 game now as Singularity first of the series for them.
Honestly, I mean, pardon my interruption, but I feel like that's the first unintelligent play that I've seen basically all series long so far.
Oh, absolutely. This is BDS makes their name with these smart plays, but right now Singularity gonna fire back. Breezy on the rebound. Nice little play from Hibbs to get around to just about everybody.
Yeah, Mark by 8 trying to go for that one off the backboard, but sees Monkey Moon in the air, who subsequently gets bumped by Hibbs, and you can't get around those aerial bumps there. And an absolutely fantastic way to get around a defense like that. And of course, physical play has been a staple when you're trying to break defensive rotation, and we were already giving commendations to BDS for their solid backline already.
Well, here's Breezy again, looking for a play out in front, gets a demo. Scrub going to keep this ball moving, but Extra is there. Mark by 8 off the respawn, doesn't have enough boost to get up to where this challenge. But Breezy doesn't do too much with it, and the transition will come out. However, Singularity continues to put a lot of pressure in this BDS zone. Extra relieving a bit of it, though Scrub will throw it back in. And we continue to play on 2-1 as Monkey Moon had a chance there, kind of ran out of boost. Breezy, patient play out of his own zone, able to get it by. But this is where the attack is going to begin, Squid. Looking for the equalizer. His Monkey Moon goes in off the defender. 2-2 with 1:12 to go.
These creative plays are just getting to the heads of the Singularity players. Monkey Moon, he had so much space to work with there. He had so many options on that ball. You could see the player on the backboard's brain just exploding in real time. He had no clue what was going to happen on that one, and Scrub Killa finds himself in an unfortunate spot there on the goal line as it goes sailing over his head. Great comeback here for BDS, and have another chance here. Down the Monkey Moon, saved away by Hibbs. That was a well put together one-timer.
Yeah, it was such a smart pass too. He had a shooting opportunity, and for a second there, it looked like it was just going to be a shot on, but the pass gave them such a better chance. Great save on the line by Singularity to keep it a 2-2 game. But it's those kind of smart plays from BDS that will catch teams off guard. Luckily for Singularity, it's not the case this time. However, they still have to play a bit of defense. Great clear from Breezy. Monkey Moon keeps it in at the line. This one is going to force Extra back. Mark by 8 up to make the play. 25 seconds left to go in regulation time. Potentially OT on the line here in game number 2. As this is Hibbs back wall. Mark by 8 out in front. Monkey Moon will have that blocked away by Breezy. Take away by Extra, keeps them on the attack. Hibbs into the corner. 5 seconds left to go in regulation. Here's Monkey Moon, looks for the play in front. Marked by 8, gets shut down by Breezy. Rebound for Extra. One more for Monkey Moon, and that one will be rejected as well. Assuming this one hits the turf, and it does, we've got overtime.
That was a close call if you're a Singularity fan. I would suspect that we have many of those here, but hey, I guess anything is possible. Monkey Moon already looking for the shot. OT! Oh, the crossbar! But Mark by 8 is there to turn it in. It only took 7 seconds, but BDS, so much pressure at the end of regulation. Then again here.
Great shot. That initial shot, I'm surprised it didn't go, and it looked perfect to me. It just rings off that corner, but Mark by 8, great positioning, great awareness, gets up to that ball before anybody from Singularity can even think about jumping for it. And it will be a BDS victory. Couple of seconds into overtime, but the good guys take a 2-0 lead here in this best of 5. And again, you look at the shot totals. What is that? 12 shots for Team BDS to the 7 of Singularity. And we saw some more offense from the orange team this time around, Squid. But again, it came in bursts, and even with some of the sustained pressure they had, there weren't dangerous chances. There weren't flurries around the goals. There weren't rebound opportunities. And I think that's the biggest kind of difference we've seen in these teams so far.
Absolutely. It took some very smart plays there from Singularity, but they were very few and far between. As you mentioned, not many quality scoring opportunities. And one of the big things that we did notice was Singularity was starting to get a lot more possession. They were playing it wise with a 1-up, 2-back formation and holding that midfield line. That was their #1 priority, and BDS were getting punished by it for a while. We were on our own defensive half because our players were just giving away the ball. But as soon as they realized what was going on, they were able to play around that and start keeping that possession in their favor. Oh my god, Monkey Moon, he almost had that. That would have been insane.
Well, here's Scrub back the other way. Looks for the bump. Beautiful play from Scrub. Used all of the 40 boost he had to get up to this ball, and let's watch this bump again. Marked by 8. Nothing he can do to get away from that one. That's a ones player kind of goal right there, Squid.
Yeah, and I love how Scrub, this is the kind of mastery that he has, right? Because he's still in that intimate area with the ball where you have really no options. You could try to make that challenge, but he's simply too close. Extra trying to bust a move here. He's not able to do it. But already 3 solo play opportunities. Scrub has been the only one to convert. But hey, it's Scrub Killer. What more did you really expect?
Well, certainly, again, we mentioned Scrub at the beginning of the broadcast and what he's able to do with the ball. Still a very dangerous player when given the time and space. It's now Monkey Moon wants to challenge Breezy to keep this ball in. Patient play from the third man. Will keep it in the zone for Extra to try to make a touch. And Extra been relatively quiet in this series for kind of the leading goal scorer of this team, certainly in that first regional. Placed second in goals per game throughout the entire regional. And he's been, as I said, a little bit quiet here. Does set up Mark by 8 for a bit of a chance. Does end up getting blocked away. But I think that's the beauty of this BDS team, Squid, is that even when your leading goal scorer is a little bit quiet in a game, the other 2 players in Monkey Moon and Mark by 8 can certainly step up to the plate and generate some chances.
Yeah, right you are. And I've talked about this numerous times on broadcast, but it's my personal opinion that you don't need to have that one standout player to really make a top team. It's all about that consistency and being able to keep your rotation in line, which BDS absolutely been able to do so far. This honestly looks like the first dicey situation they've been in. Nice pass out in center, but Monkey Moon is still there for the save, and that is just going to dot my I's, cross my T's. I'm just going to leave it there, honestly. No more words.
Well, Scrub Killer gets denied right on the goal line there, as you said, by Monkey Moon, but Singularity looking much better in this game, generating more and more opportunities. That was a pass that went awry, thanks to the touch from the defender. It's now Monkey Moon again, back to the midfield line. Scrub will keep it in. Halftime just on the horizon here for us in game 3. Nice little pass down, but Hibb's not going to get there. He's in trouble now. Going to find a touch. That was beautifully done. Able to find Scrub Killer on the clear as Mark by 8. Turning things around quickly. Flip reset. The pass ends up falling down. Monkey Moon's not going to get this on goal, but will pop it up for Extra. He gets beat to the ball by Breezy. Quick transition here for Singularity. But back and forth we go. We've seen both teams really try to utilize these fast transitions, but the defenses have been just a bit too good, especially the backball defenses from both teams so far.
Yeah, we've only, oh my God, what a save. Mark by 8. That was crazy. That was a beautiful upper corner shot as well, but he's still able to make the play. I think you're right. It's all about these fast breaks. Monkey Moon looking for one here. Hins is able to stop that. Extra, unfortunately, not able to field the rebound either due to the distance from the ball. But it's all down to these solo plays. Each of these players, again, on the field, have a significant strength and this presence on the field as a ones player, and they have this intimate control of the ball in which they're able to field it so effectively. You got to give everybody respect, and these teams both know that they can field one player on the back line, and they honestly should be safe as long as they're denying that transition. Here's another example. Breezy up in the air, stops that one out before it becomes a passing play off the backboard, but it might yet become one. Monkey Moon, beautiful double tap out in the center, but Mark by 8 beaten.
You talk about command of the angles in the corner. That was beautifully done by Monkey Moon. Unfortunately, doesn't fall to his teammate, so no shot generated. But with 60 seconds left to go, Singularity still hanging on to this 1-goal lead, trying to force a game number 4 out of this best of 5. BDS certainly, we should certainly see an attack from them here in a couple of moments, trying to equalize things, but Breezy and company doing a pretty good job keeping the ball in the zone. Here's a quick transition. Extra off the back wall up top. Scrub with a great read. He'll beat Monkey Moon, and now Extra last back has to make a play. Keep things close. There's a nice little pass down to Monkey Moon. Has to beat Hibbs on the play. The ball will fall, but Scrub in a good position still. The offense starting to churn now, but with that clear from Breezy, going to take even more time off the clock.
I think it's becoming ever more complicated here for BDS. They have one more opportunity, maybe a couple, if they're lucky here, but for Singularity, it's all about buying time. Nice pass out to Mark, but that one's met way in the midfield. Shuts down the rebound chance. Off the back wall, Extra with the pre-jump. It's outside of the post, though. And now the final second ticks off the clock. We need this absolutely. Mark Bay keeps his bid in there, but Breezy will kill it. We're moving to game 4.
Yeah, great game from Team Singularity. Have to give them props. They really, I mean, we talked about shots and just not generating enough from them. They only had the 4 here in this game. But the key difference to me, Squid, was the fact that they were able to keep possession of the ball for much longer. They kept on the offense much longer in this game. They didn't let BDS do kind of BDS things, especially in transition. Their back wall defense was key. Scrub had some pretty great reads to keep shots off the board. However, that said, you can't be relying on one goal here against BDS to win these games. Got to generate some more offense, because I have a feeling that we haven't seen the best of the BDS offense yet in the series.
Haven't seen the last of me, as the kids say, and I would tend to agree. I think for Singularity right now, that's definitely not a game that you want to be playing.
We are underway game 4. That pass just going to give Extra a little bit too much of a lead. Can't quite get around it. Still, the attack continues here for the blue side. This is going to be Extra up and over. Hibbs. Now Extra again. Double touch chance. He gets it out in front. It's in. The Spaniard. Top shelf 1-0.
How in the world do you read these, Mark by 8? He better start teaching a course on that one. Great double tap here by Extra, but still, it's all about that read in front of the net. Mark by 8, what looked like a completely unwinnable challenge, manages to sneak it into the upper 90, which again, that astounds me personally. I don't know how in the world he managed that, but already the offense looking so much stronger. There's another shot, but it's blocked away. Monkey already looking for the recursion, and that's up high. Bit of a double commit there for the Singularity defense. They looked a bit panicked in that moment, but they do at least push it to the midfield line.
Well, game number 4 is underway. Here's a nice pass down to Mark by 8, right out in front for Monkey Moon, and it's a 2-0 game.
And honestly, what more are you going to do? They make this passing play. Monkey Moon to Mark by 8. It's an easy read, right? Nope, he's not shooting, actually, and completely ruins the defender in that way. Provides Monkey Moon all the time and space you could possibly ask for that open net shot. That is just textbook. And once again, a testament to how intelligent these players are.
Well, game number 4 is a minute old here. Team BDS take a 2-0 lead. We'll keep you up to date from news from around the league, if you will, as we continue to play on. I believe Guild looking pretty good right now against Dignitas, up 2-0 in their series. Top Blokes also looking pretty good on the day as well. They've got a 2-0 lead against Endpoint. And I believe we wanted to keep tabs on Redemption, Squid, as they were quite a interesting story yesterday. As far as I'm aware, they have a 2-0 lead over Wolves right now to secure their first of the day, which shouldn't really be a surprise considering they went 3-0 against some of the best teams in Europe yesterday.
Yeah, well, truly, Redemption was an interesting story, to say the very least, but we will have them in our semifinals if they do make it there. They've got Oxygen they'll need to push through if those players make it through their end of the bracket. But it was fascinating. I mean, in Europe, we always see these kinds of stories cropping up, right? Of course, with teams coming basically out of nowhere, as did BDS. As I use my prime example, they are set on a pretty good course right here. We haven't seen too much action. It feels like it's been a lot of the midfield. But going back to the point at hand, I do believe that Redemption have a very real shot here. If they're playing hot yesterday, who's to say that they're not going to do so again here?
Absolutely. We will certainly keep an eye on them throughout the day. I think if we wanted a Redemption matchup, it'd have to be in the semifinals. So could potentially see that as Team BDS try to hang on to this 2-goal lead with 2 minutes or so left to go. So Monkey Moon trying to play out of the zone. Marked by 8, now down over to Extra. Scrub with the block. I think he got a little bit of help from a teammate as well. This will be marked by 8. Good back pass to Monkey Moon. He's by Hibbs. It's a 2-on-1. Breezy in a tough spot. Monkey Moon almost does it himself. Needs a little bit of help from marked by 8, but what a play to generate that chance.
Yeah, beautiful fake there as well. Extra just trying to break Breezy's brain before he even gets to the goal line, and I think he succeeded. Looked like he had almost no clue about what was going on. But for Singularity there, nobody else in the backfield. That's a little bit concerning if you're a fan of theirs, and I think what might be more concerning is the fact that you've now only got over 100 seconds to score 3 goals against BDS, but I guess that'll make the first. Scrub killer receives from Hibbs out of the corner.
Yeah, this is just a nice little read from Scrub. A good pass, hard pass from Hibbs. It doesn't give Mark a chance to get up to that ball. Forces him to try to make the save. Yeah, I mean, he gets a piece of it. Does Mark by 8, but Scrub, again, beautifully done. Scrub to Hibbs, back to Scrub, and it's a 3-1 game.
I guess that is the danger for Singularity. They have had some creative plays. I would posit that BDS have been the ones leading the R&D department so far this series, however. And of course, with 90 seconds left, a 2-goal lead gives me some relative confidence.
Although we did see something similar against Top Blokes yesterday, and granted, I kind of, if we were to do power rankings, I think I'd put Top Blokes a little bit above Singularity, but you can't count a team like this out. And against Top Blokes, we saw a pretty big BDS lead evaporate in the final moments and caused overtime. So certainly don't want to count anybody out, especially in this match point situation, but with how they've been playing, and as this might be a dangerous opportunity, especially with Monkey Moon hustling forward. Oh, that stays out. Oh, it's still out. Extra will finally score it. And there we go, Squid. I think I'm confident to agree with you now. I think that this series is done, and Team BDS is going to be moving on to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, that one pinballed around there for quite some time when we did finally manage to push it across the goal line there, that parallel being broken. But yeah, 4-1 now. You got to be feeling pretty confident about that one, no matter which way you slice it. With only 45 seconds to go as well, even a top team would be hard-pressed to make that kind of comeback. Space Station, I'm looking at you at Codename Covert. That was, I think, the one crazy instance that I recall in recent memory of a team doing that at this top level, right?
I mean, we've seen 2-goal comebacks in obviously a couple of seconds, right? But yeah, I can't remember. I think you're right. I think Space Station was the last team.
That was a 4-goal comeback too, right?
Yeah, to make a comeback as crazy as that one in such a little amount of time. But right now, it doesn't look like Singularity will be able to replicate said comeback, and this will be the end of their day in this first week of the grid. So Team BDS, 3-1 victors over top of Singularity. They've got a date with either Giants Gaming or Galaxy Racer here in a couple of minutes. I'm not quite sure. I think they're actually tied at 1, so we might have to wait a while for that matchup to come around, Squid. But yeah, a good first